watching all of these baby geese in my front yard. They're adorable. While we have a few minutes longer before class starts, feel free, if you do not have a block already, to grab one if you have a block. If you do not have a block, you could stack up a couple of books on top of each other, or even a can of soup would do just fine. So, grab your props, because I will invite you to use them at least the first time we access that pose. But we'll wait for another few minutes here, and I will just lovingly gaze at these little baby geese in my front yard that are so adorable. You see them? They came yesterday about the same time. We just have a few minutes longer, and we'll linger for just a few minutes, just in case we have a few yogis joining us at the last minute. It's hard for me to see from all the way over here who is joined, but I feel like I can see one lone yogi. Good morning. Let's see. I'm going to get up to see who it is. Oh, there's another. Morning, Jacqueline. So, just about another minute or so, and we will get started. Again, if you're just joining and you have a block, grab one and place it at the top of your mat. If you don't have a block, a couple of books will always do just fine, or even a can of soup, whatever tool that you have at your disposal that will help lift the floor a bit. And it may be that during the practice you decide that you don't need it, but it's always a nice option to have. So it looks like maybe another minute or so and we shall begin. I'm still watching. There's about 15 baby geese in my front yard. They're adorable. All right, lovies. So, yeah, I feel like it's about time for us to begin. So let me say good morning and namaste. I'm very thankful that you are joining me this morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. Or if you're joining me later in the day when you get a chance to take this class, thank you for joining. So let me tell you about this morning's class. So it's a Vinyasa class, yes. But if you've ever taken one of my classes before, please know that this is not going to be a super, super powerful class. It's Sunday morning, okay? We will move the body. I will hopefully take you to your edge a wee bit. But I would like to encourage you most of all to stay connected with your breath and allow this practice to serve you. And what I mean by that is this: if we start to move, there are some parts of the class that are dynamic, which means we'll be moving. And if you decide that you don't want to move, that is good. Then we'll have some parts of the class that are static where you're just going to be holding poses. And so the most important thing is to allow it to serve your body and to maintain the breath. And then ultimately, I really want you to have a little bit of fun this morning, right? I feel like this is week 6 of this forced isolation and this quarantine. And so, yeah, I want you to connect with your body, feel your breath, and have a little fun. But at the same time, I want you to recognize that no matter what's happening in your world and how you're dealing, or how this quarantine, this pandemic has affected your life individually, there's always lessons to be learned. So resisting the urge to connect too much with the media and television, other than maybe to educate yourself and turn it off. And maybe use this time to learn a little bit more about yourself, to go inward. It's a lovely journey to look for the lessons. So maybe start out the week this way, right? Trying to figure out where you can learn more. And really, within those lessons, within this moment in time, find gratitude for something, right? Find gratitude for being able to come with me here this morning, for the technology that brings us together. Finding some gratitude for the people that you're able to spend this quarantine with, this isolation with, and the ability to find a reason to smile, find a reason to laugh. So, as I said, we'll take it up a notch. Then, oh yes, let me remind you. So if you can find a wall space at the end of the more active practice, we're going to do some things up against the wall if that's available to you. It will be super, super yummy. And so even if you have to get up at the end and like go find a wall that you can put your legs up on, I promise it will serve your body quite nicely. So when you are ready, cross-legged seated position to start out with. If this serves your spine, of course, any other seated position is just as well here. When you're ready, you can close your eyes, and if you prefer just to keep the gaze down, that is okay too. But for a few moments here, let's just settle into stillness. If you'd like to turn your palms up on your legs, I welcome you to do that. And just begin to bring the awareness to your breath, resisting the urge to have to change or manipulate the breath in any way right now. Just watch it and observe it. You might notice that as you begin to focus your awareness on the breath, it begins to slow down ever so slightly. And even if that doesn't happen, now is a good time to begin to slow it down. So breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing your next inhale to be twice as long as the last. And allowing that exhale to be just as lengthy and deliberate. All the while sitting up nice and tall, keeping a nice long spine. But still allowing the shoulders to soften down the back with a slight lift of your chest and a slight tuck of your chin. As you continue to cultivate that slow, deep breath, take a moment, check in with the legs, make sure they are nice and relaxed, and notice them getting just a bit heavier. as you continue to lengthen out the top of your head, take a moment and see if you can soften your forehead and even relax your eyes just a bit. And then releasing the jaw, relaxing the mouth, release the tongue off the roof of your mouth. And then just a soft swallow in your throat to clear out your throat. Another moment or two here in stillness before we begin to welcome in movement. Just begin to notice the breath in your belly as it lifts and expands with each inhale. And then as you draw the belly button in and release all of the air completely. Just bringing both of your hands to your heart space now. One breath here just to notice how you feel now that you've settled into stillness for just a few moments. With your next inhale, you can extend the arms up, open the eyes, gaze up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward. So a very easeful forward fold here to begin with. Really just to explore it for a moment, just to notice what's showing up in the back body, maybe even in the hips, as you allow the head and neck to hang low. Take an extra breath right here. And then as you prepare to rise up, draw the belly in as you rise up one vertebra at a time. Soften the shoulders when you arrive. Sweep the arms up. Take an inhale here. It's a little different this time. As you exhale, right hand comes alongside the right hip. I want you to begin to lean to your right. All right? Draw the thumb towards the floor, pinky towards the ceiling. If it's available, to sort of slide that right hand out a little bit deeper and gaze up. Take a moment here just to open up the left side body and breathe. You can bring that right hand right back close to the hip first to help support the torso as you rise up. Both arms rise. Let's go to the other side. Left hand, left hip. Begin to lean to the left, thumb down, pinky up. Walk that hand out. Keep drawing the heart up towards the ceiling. Take another breath here. And then once again, rise up, both arms up. Lift your chest. Inhale. As you exhale, hinging forward. So this time in your forward fold, a little bit more energy. I want you to spread your fingers wide. Press your hands into the floor of the mat. You can even tense your fingertips depending on what works better for you. Reaching your hips back, scoop your belly in. Just notice the difference in this energetic forward fold this time. Take another breath right here, maybe really noticing it in your shoulders. And then again, begin to rise up. Slowly soften the shoulders. It's different again. Sweep the arms up, big inhale. As you exhale, begin to twist to your right. Left fingertips, right knee, right fingertips tent behind the right hip. It's your kickstand. Lengthen out the top of your head, draw your belly in as you inhale. And then as you exhale, twisting a little bit deeper to look out past the right shoulder. And then one more slow, deep breath right here. Releasing that twist, extend the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, twisting to the left. Once again, anchor that twist, draw your belly in. Really supports your lower back and your twisting here. And then as you begin to twist a little bit deeper, you're looking out past the left shoulder, but only if the neck is okay, right? Don't force this twist in your neck. Take one more breath. Release that twist and sweep the arms up. And then as you exhale, hinging forward, and maybe this time just walking those fingertips out a little bit deeper, noticing the space you created in your spine. One more breath here, one more breath. So from here, slowly rise up, soften your shoulders, sweep the arms up, big inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart, let them land, and take a breath. Very nice. Hands and knees to the mat. So let's continue to warm up the spine. Come to your tabletop. Take a moment to spread your fingers wide, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tops of the feet flat to the mat. Lower the belly, lift the chin, take your inhale and gaze up here. As you exhale, round through the spine, scoop the belly in, chin to the chest, go for 4 more. So as you're doing your cat-cows here, if there's any other organic movement that serves your body, feel free to explore it here. Maybe making circles with the hips in one direction. Just sort of explore the movement in the body and just see what's showing up for you this morning. And take another breath, maybe 2 right here. Very nice. Come back to your tabletop, find that long spine, draw your belly button in, tuck your toes, reach your hips up and back. And find your first down dog. So let's take a moment here. You can begin to pedal your feet a bit, lifting the heel and then alternating to lower the other. And just notice how this lovely foundational pose is beginning to show up in your body this morning. Take a moment pressing down with each individual fingertip, looking back at your toes and pressing down with your toes as well. Maybe take a moment to lift the heels and lower them, or just stay in stillness here because you have 3 more. Slow, deep breaths, drawing the shoulders down the back, scooping that belly button in and up, and then just stillness. And then if you dare for a moment, close your eyes and linger. 1 more breath. From here, bring both of your feet together, extend the right leg up and back, a moment in this 3-legged dog just to reach the right heel up and lift up as high as you can on the ball of the left foot. I want you to draw the right knee in towards your nose, look up at the right hand and step that right foot all the way up. Bring the left knee to the mat. A little low lunge to warm the body up. So both hands to the right knee to begin with. Press down at the top of the left foot, belly in. Sweep the arms out. I love a low lunge to begin a practice because as you settle in here and allow the hips to release, it's a lovely opening for the hip flexor here. Reaching up actively with the fingertips so they're just as active as the legs. Then just for a moment, twisting to the right, spreading the fingers wide, keeping your belly button drawn in. 1 more breath here as you ground down with all 4 corners of the right foot. As you unwind, extend the arms up, and then bring the hands down alongside the right foot. Now, tucking the left toes, I want you to lift that left knee. Rotate the left heel down, which may mean you shorten your stance just a bit. You can have your hands right around the right foot. You can take your block here if you like. In your pyramid for a moment, I want you to find a long spine. So lifting up halfway to find this long spine, drawing the right hip back. And even with a slight micro bend in the right knee, resisting the urge to lock it out, I want you to bow down here and surrender for a moment, drawing your head towards the inside of your right knee. As you gaze back at your left foot, notice you're stable and grounded for another breath. Very nice. Slight bend to your right knee. Right hand comes on the inside of your right foot, so you can pivot to a wide-legged forward fold. If you like, opposite elbows here, just to allow the torso to dangle. You have 3 breaths. You're certainly welcome to hold on to the legs if you like. It just gives a moment to allow the spine to release to gravity and to open the hamstrings as you shoot the sits bones up and back. Good. From here, fingertips to the mat. Come halfway up, find that long spine as you inhale. Exhale and lower, looking up at the top of your mat. You're going to make your way back to the top of the mat. Land in a runner's lunge first, just to allow the hips to sink. Very nice. Make your way back to a down dog. Take a breath here. Coming up on the balls of your feet, I want you to slowly wave into your favorite high plank. This will be our happy place today. We're going to do that 4 more times. Down dog. Happy plank, waving it forward. Go for 3. Down dog. Scoop that belly in. High plank. For 2. Happy plank. Last one. Happy plank. Now I want you to linger here for a moment. Press down with your fingertips. Scoop your belly in. There's still a slight tuck under here of the pelvis. Honor your strength. And then lower all the way. Very nice. Let your forehead come to the mat here. Bring your hands out wide and tense your fingertips. Toes and heels come together. This is, I call it a waving cobra. So as you press the pelvis into the mat, peel the head, neck, chest, chin, and shoulders away as you inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4 more like that. Inhale, keep those legs active as you lift. And lower. For 3, lift, lift, lift. And lower. For 2, lift. And lower. 1 more. Lift and linger. Linger. Drawing that belly button in. Take a breath. Lower all the way down. Bring those hands into the shoulders. I want you to press up to a tabletop first. And then just a brief visit in child's pose. Because it's almost like we're just traveling through the child's pose, but just feeling it for a moment first. And then making your way back to down dog. So, once you arrive, reaching the hips up and back, scoop that belly in. Let's prepare for the same love on the left side. So here we go. Feet come together. Left leg extends up and back. Take a breath here in this 3-legged dog. Reach up as high as you can on the ball of the right foot. Draw the left knee in. Scoop the belly in. Left foot steps up. Right knee comes to the mat. Sweep those arms up when you're ready for your low lunge. Really firm through that left thigh. Scoop the belly in, reaching up actively. Take another breath here. If it's available to let those hips sink, then let them sink. When you're ready, you open up those arms and twist to the left. Holding it here just for a breath to keep your chest lifted and pressing down with the top of the right foot. Good. As you unwind, extend both arms up. And then bring the hands down alongside the left foot. Tuck the right toes. Lift that right knee. Shorten your stance just a bit if you like. Make sure those hips are squared. You can use your block to help you find a long spine first here. Micro bend in the left knee. And then begin to bow and surrender the head towards the inside of the left knee. Gazing back at the right heel. Opening up this left hammy and taking one more breath here. Very nice. Slight bend to the left knee. Left hand comes on the inside of the left foot. I want you to pivot around to your wide-legged forward fold here. It's yogi's choice. You can go back to holding on to opposite elbows, or if you prefer, holding on to the knees or the ankles for 2 more slow, deep breaths. Shaking your head yes and no if you like. Last one. Fingertips come to the mat. Come halfway up as you inhale. Exhale over, looking up at the top of your mat. Make your way to a runner's lunge. Linger for a moment to let the hips sink and gaze forward. And then making your way back to your down dog. Let's have fun with those waving high planks. When you're ready, wave it forward. That's your inhale. Exhale, down dog. For 4, wave it forward and down dog. For 3, wave it forward and down dog. For 2, waving and down dog. One more wave, hold, breathe, press down with your fingertips. Lower, lower, lower. Forehead to the mat, those wide waving cobras. Fingertips out wide, press down with the tops of your feet. Here we go. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower. For 4, lift and lower. 3, lift and lower. 2, lift, draw the belly button in and lower. One more, keep pressing the pelvis into the mat as you rise and linger for another moment. Lower, lower, lower. Hands under your shoulders. Make your way to your tabletop first. A brief visit in your child's pose. Noticing how this is showing up in your body. It's a lovely warm-up to prepare you for your practice. When you're ready, coming back to your tabletop as you inhale, and down dog as you exhale. Take a breath here, looking back at your toes. Shake your head yes and no. When you're ready, make your way to the top of the mat. You can just step or walk as you make your way to the top of the mat, landing in this forward fold. Again, opposite elbows if you like, or you can allow the arms just to dangle. Whatever feels good, just shake your head yes and no. A slight bend to your knees is good here. Just let it all out. Fingertips to your shins. Come halfway up with a long spine as you inhale. Exhale and lower. Then let us rise up all the way with a big inhale, gazing up at the fingertips. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let them land here for a moment. You can close your eyes or gaze down at your fingertips. Just notice how you feel now that we've begun to connect with the body and the breath. Just feel it. All right. So from here, just bring the arms alongside the body. Let's find our strong Tadasana. So shoulders draw down. Your feet are hips distance apart, which really means the width of one of your fists in between, all right? Then lift your toes, spread them wide, plant them into the earth, all right? Then you're going to start to draw the energy up, lifting the quadriceps above the knees. There's that slight tuck under of the pelvis. Belly button draws in and up, slight lift of your chest, shoulders down. So as you lengthen out the top of your head, you'll spread those fingers wide. So everything is energized in this Tadasana or mountain pose. 3 sun salutations to finalize this lovely warm-up. So here we go. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up if you like. As you exhale, hinge forward. Long spine, halfway, inhale. And then plant your hands. So if Chaturanga is in your practice, you'll hop to Chaturanga. If you'd like to step back to a high plank like me, then follow me. I'm lowering to a Cobra. You decide what will serve your body. You find it. And make your way back to down dog. Take a breath when you arrive. Reset, gaze at your toes. And then bend your knees and step, hop, or walk to the top of your mat. Come halfway up with a long spine as you inhale. Exhale and lower. Rise up big and strong. Press your hips forward, lift your chest, find this gentle lean back at the top. And then bring your hands to heart. Take a moment here just to breathe. And then prepare 2 more like that. As you inhale, extend the arms up, gentle lean back. Exhale and hinge forward. Long spine, halfway, inhale, plant those hands, flow and go your way. Opening your heart as you inhale, exhale, down dog. Extra breath. To the top of the mat we go. Halfway up as your inhale with your long spine. Exhale, lower. Let us rise all the way with that gentle lean back. Hands to your heart. One more. Here we go. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale and hinge forward. Long spine with your inhale. Plant those hands. Flow and go your way. Open, open. Down dog. Extra breath. Look up at the top of your mat. Make your way there. Halfway up. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, lower. Rise all the way up with your inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let them land. Take an extra breath. All right. Bring the arms alongside the body. So, making sure you have your block at the top of your mat, so it is accessible for the fun that is yet to come. Here we go. Tadasana. Plant those toes. Lift your chest, belly in. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, hinging forward. Long spine, halfway inhale. Plant those hands. Flow and go. Your Vinyasa. Open as you inhale. Down dog as you exhale. Take a breath here. Feet come together. Right leg extends up and back. But this time I want you to bend your knee and draw your knee up towards the ceiling to open the hip. Hold it here for just a moment. Drawing this right knee towards the outer edge of the right elbow. Holding it there. And then the right foot steps on the outer edge of the right hand. Find your block, or whatever you're using as a block. Place it on the inside of the right foot. Rotate the left heel down. We're coming to an extended side angle. So you're drawing the right elbow and knee together. You'll extend the left arm up. And I want you to take a few moments here, even if you don't typically use a block in your extended side angle, I want you to use this block. Really press into the block and lift your heart. Bring the left arm alongside the head. Reach out with the fingertips. As you ground down with the outer edge of the left foot, take one more breath here. Then place that block at the top of the mat and rise up to your warrior two. Looking down, checking your alignment to make sure that right heel is lined up with the center arch of the left foot. You might just have to heel toe it over just a bit to get it in the right spot. And then here we are, Virabhadrasana 2. Hold it here for a moment. Really sink a little bit deeper to firm through the right thigh. Then let us flow a little bit, but first, reverse your warrior. Lifting up with your heart. You can wrap the arm around the body. Take an extra breath here. Traveling through your warrior two, you're back to your extended side angle. Now, here's the dynamic movement. As you rise up, you inhale and reverse. And then as you exhale, travel through extended side angle. Here we go. Rise up and reverse. And then extended side angle. The right thigh is telling you how strong it is now for 3. Extended side angle. For 2, reverse. Extended side angle. One more, reverse. Extended side angle. And then just hold in your warrior two. Because I feel like if you're anything like me, the right thigh is starting to talk to you a bit, and that's okay. So take another breath. And then, as if we needed one more extended side angle, we do. I want you to reach out with the right hand, bring it on the inside of the right foot. All right? You can place that block right at the top of your mat. As you bring the left arm up and over, I want you to hold this here. And as you look up at the block at the top of your mat, I want you to reach out with your left hand and find the block. You're going to begin to square the hips, come up, pivot up on the ball of the left foot. Begin to shift the weight into the right leg, extend the left leg out long, and then twisting to the right. It's your revolved half moon. For 3, scoop your belly in. For 2, one more. Slight bend to your right knee, allows the left toes to land. And just to burn it out for another moment, rise up to your high lunge. Whew, take a breath here. Both hands come down alongside the right foot. Find your way to a plank in a vinyasa or straight to your down dog. So take a moment to get there. And then once you make it to your down dog, take an extra breath right there. Good. So now, let us begin again on the other side. But before we do that, pause for a moment and notice how different the right thigh feels from the left. And then recognize we're going to share the same love with the left side right now. So when you're ready, left leg extends up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Just feel it for a moment. Left knee towards the left elbow. And then left foot steps up, outer edge of the left hand. Block inside the left foot. Rotate the right heel down. And then here we are for your extended side angle on this side. Now let's refine it for a moment. Draw the belly in. Tuck the booty under. Rotate on the outer edge of the right foot. Then extend the right arm up and over. If it's available, squeezing the right elbow in, the left elbow into the left knee. One more breath right here. Place the block at the top of your mat if you're using it, and then rise up to your warrior two and refine the alignment of the feet. Left heel, inner arch of the right foot. Here we are, Vira two. For a breath, shoulders drawn down, fingers spread wide. Here we go. Let us reverse it your way, lifting your heart. Take a breath here. Come back through and find your way to your extended side angle. Knowing that in a moment, we're moving dynamically between these three poses. As you rise up, warrior two in reverse. Come right back through, extended side angle. 4 more like that. Rise up in reverse. Extended side angle. For 3, rise up. Lift your chest as you reverse. Extended side angle. For 2, here we go. Extended side angle. 1 more. Extended side angle. Warrior 2 to hold. And feel that. Woo-hoo. Once again, extended side angle. So as you bring the right arm up and over, this is where your block is in at the top of your mat. You'll reach out to the block. You'll shift the weight into the left foot. Extend the right leg out long. Begin to twist to the left. 2 more breaths right here. 1 more. Slight bend to that left knee. Allows the right toes to land. You'll scoop that belly in and rise up to a high lunge, feeling the strength in that left thigh. Very nice. Both hands come down alongside the left foot, finding that high plank. And a vinyasa, or going straight to down dog, or even finding your way to child's pose. Even if it's just for a moment or two, I want you to reset. Feel the nice energized muscles in the legs. It is good. So take another breath here, whether you're still in your down dog or your child's pose. Notice the energy and the warmth that we've generated. Know that it is good. And then when you're ready, you can make your way back to your down dog. So tabletop first, and then down dog. Take a moment, reaching those sits bones up and back, scoop the belly in. When you're ready, make your way to the top of the mat. So, linger in the forward fold here just for a moment. Let it all go. Fingertips come to your shins. Come halfway up and linger as you inhale. Exhale and lower. And then rise up all the way. Big inhale. As you exhale, hands to your heart for a moment. Close your eyes or look down at your fingertips. I just want you to feel your body, feel your energy. Notice where the practice is showing up for you right now. And just be aware of it. All right, so come back to your Tadasana, that strong mountain pose. So we're going to revisit where we've been and add on a little something, something at the end. So when you're ready, again, you make sure that you have that block at the top of your mat. It's accessible if you need it, and then if you don't, then you don't. Tadasana, here we go. Sweep the arms up, take your inhale here. Swan dive as you exhale. Long spine, halfway inhale, plant those hands, flow, and go your way. Down dog is where we all land. Take a breath. Now remember, we're going to visit where we've been before and then add on. So your body knows this part. Feet come together. Right leg extends up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Pause and breathe. Right knee towards the right elbow. Hold it just for a breath. Right foot, outer edge of the right hand. Rotate the left heel down. Extended side angle. Take a breath here. Rise up, warrior two, reverse. Come back through, extended side angle, hold. As you reach out with the left hand, you'll square the hips, pivot up on the ball of the left foot, shift the weight into the right foot. Revolved half moon, take a breath. Slide bend to the right knee, left toes land. As you unwind, high lunge, here we are. Take a moment to land here. And then take the arms out wide and interlace the fingers behind the back. So here we go. Let's take care of those legs one more time. I want you to stand up nice and tall as you inhale. As you exhale, lower and let that left knee hover. Rise and lower. For 3, lift and lower. 2, lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Now, stay here in your high lunge with that bent knee. Extend the arms alongside the body. Spread the fingers wide, hinging forward. This is when you find your warrior 3, shifting the weight into the right leg. Extend that left leg out long and strong. You know you have a block here. You can play with your block. Play with the arms if you like. 2 more breaths here. Whoo! Rise up. See if you can draw that left knee right in towards your chest. Extending the arms up. Reach up towards the sky. Draw your belly in. For a moment, just twist to the left. Hold it here and breathe. As you unwind, lower that left foot, landing into your chair. Take a breath here. I want you to lift your heels and lower until you find yourself into a toe stand. Your knee may make a sound like mine did, which is really just a thank you for taking a moment to open them up. Take one more breath. And then as lightly as you can, I want you to land on your booty and roll all the way back. That feels good because now you're going to hold on to the backs of your thighs, rock all the way up, find your boat, and lower back down. So roll down and up, and lower, and up, and lower. 2 more. Up, and lower. 1 more, up, and stay for 3, 2, 1 more. Rock and roll. Come forward. Find your high plank. I'm way off my mat. Vinyasa. Woohoo! Open, open, down dog. All right, lovies. Take an extra breath. I'm taking a sippy sip. Because we just have to finish the left side. Good? All right. 1 more breath wherever you are. Coming back to down dog if you're not already there. Take a breath. Here we go. Left leg extends up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Feel it. Left knee, left elbow. Left foot steps up. Outer edge of the left hand. Rotate the right heel down. Extended side angle. Hold it for a breath. Rise up to your warrior two and reverse. Very nice. Come right back through. Extended side angle, hold it. Here's when you'll reach out to your block. As you pivot up on the ball of the right foot, shift the weight into the left leg. Extend the right leg out long, and then twist to the left. Your revolved half moon. One more breath here, opening the heart up towards the ceiling. Then begin to slightly bend the left knee until the right toes can land. And you find your way back to your high lunge. Yes, indeed. All right. Arms out wide. Interlace behind. Take a breath. And then let us have some fun. Straighten that left knee. As you bend it, the right knee hovers. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. High lunge. Arms alongside the body. Breathe. Hinging forward. Warrior three. Here we go. Reach it back. Take a moment to refine. Play with the arms if you like. Two more breaths. Two more breaths. One more. Finding a way to rise up, to draw the right knee right into your chest. Holding it here, flexing that foot, twisting to the right. Hold it there for a breath. Unwind. Find your chair. Take a breath. Lift those heels. Lower to your toe stand. Hold it here. Breathe. Just like we did before. A little bit of fun. Roll all the way down. And then back up. Pause. Roll down. Back up and pause. For 3. And up. For 2. And up. One more. Up and hold. Up and hold. For 3. 2. One more. Woo! Rock it forward. Find your high plank or crawl like I'm crawling. Vinyasa. Or straight to down dog. All right, lovies. 3 more breaths here. Just to say goodbye to that fun flow. Preparing to put our legs up on the wall in just a moment. Last breath here, last breath here. Allow those knees to come to the mat. Let them come out wide, toes together. Heavenly, heavenly child's pose here. Yep. Nestle it in here. I want you to notice your breath. Maybe you're listening for your breath. Feeling it in the belly, feeling it in the back body, allowing it to restore you, allowing it to heal you. One more slow, deep breath here, even rolling your head from side to side, and maybe even turning the palms up to release the wrists, but also that lovely symbolic gesture. Not only to let go, but also to receive. One more breath here. From here, walk your hands back to your knees. Press the torso up so you can sit back on your heels. And then interlace the fingers behind the back. Draw the shoulders down, tuck your chin. Just stay here. Just stay here for a moment or two. Opening up that space between the shoulders, that space behind your neck, where we hold so much stress and strain. 2 more breaths here, 2 more breaths. Then, release your fingers, sweep the arms up, take a big inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. All right, let them land and take a breath. So now is the time to find your space on the wall. As you can see, I'm already right close to it. But at home, if you're not, take your phone or scooty pooch wherever you need a scooty pooch to find your spot to the wall. And then here we go. So the easiest way to do this, and there is no graceful way, all right? Let's just establish that. There is no graceful way, but it's totally worth it in the end, all right? You'll come to a cross-legged seated position against the wall, which means your side, the side of your hip is right up against the wall here, okay? So you'll scoot that hip as close as you can, and then you'll just throw those legs up the wall. And then there's this little scoot until you can get your booty right up against the wall. And then we can have this like collective sigh once you get those legs up, because it's quite heavenly. So, a few moments here, just with your legs up, doing nothing else but just feeling this release. We're going to do some other things, but for right now, this is it. Let the shoulders release and just breathe. Whew. Very nice. So from here, I want you to bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the wall. And I want you to take your feet out wide, just like you would in a yogi squat. So we're going to be doing this yogi squat up against the wall. And so as you press your feet into the wall, I want you to slightly tilt your pelvis forward so you can really still feel that lower back pressing into the floor of the mat, and keep drawing those knees up. Yeah, lovely yogi squat up the wall. So staying here for a few slow, deep breaths, but staying engaged, right? In a moment, we're just going to release, but I want you to be active here, pressing your feet into the wall, tilting your pelvis forward, and noticing where you're feeling that in the sensation in your hips. And you have 5 more slow, deep breaths here. And maybe while you're staying active and pressing your feet into the wall, you can listen for your breath. Two more breaths here. One more. From here, I want you to heel toe your feet until they find each other, the soles of the feet find each other, and then let those legs fall open. Now, this is a pose that takes no active energy at all. This is just allowing the legs to fall open, releasing that lower back, letting gravity do all of the work for you. So taking your arms out wide, if they're not already, they are palms facing up. We are going to linger here for just a few moments. Using the wall as a prop is such a lovely option, especially using it to put the legs up. It's such a restorative, lovely way to reset the nervous system, and also to reset the legs after giving them a bit of a challenge this morning in our practice. Once again, 5 more slow, deep breaths right here. Follow the breath in your belly. Notice how this pose allows the hips to open a bit, and gravity allows the legs to release down a little bit more. There's so much power in these gentle restorative poses because there's nothing for you to do except for breathe and allow the body to find its own way through gravity and the pose. One last breath here. One more lovely pose here before we come out of it. I want you to bring the soles of your feet back to the wall and extend the legs up. Just a breath here before we visit one last pose. So from here, I want you to take your legs out wide. So you might have a little bit more space than I do. My child has her trophies all over the place, which we're very thankful for, but right now in my yoga practice, I'd rather it not be here. But that's okay. So take your legs out as wide as your body and your space allows them to go. Then we're going to stay here again and just let gravity do the work. Noticing how the legs will release a little bit more the longer that we're here. And again, this is where so much transition can really live without forcing anything, just allowing gravity to do the work. And maybe for a moment, just ponder on that lesson, that truly many things happen without us even needing to force them. 3 breaths. Two. Last one. Then from here, you can actually help the legs come right back up the wall. Hold them up here just for a moment. Circle the ankles or flex your feet. Yep, and it's just about time for us to make our way to our Shavasana. So you can linger here for another breath or two. If you have more time at home and you just want to pause the video or pause where you are and stay here a little bit longer, I highly recommend it. Otherwise, know that as you bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet to the wall, there's no graceful way to come out of this, okay? I just want you to roll one side or the other to find the fetal position. There you go. And then you can find your way back up on the mat. I'm going to shift my mat again, but I want you to lay down flat on the mat. All right, find your way back. And then as you lay down, I want you to hug your knees in. Give them a nice hug. And then a nice, lovely way to end a bit of an energetic practice this morning. Well, a little energetic, right? Not too energetic. Take the arms out wide and let the legs fall to the right. A lovely supine twist. Right hand on top of the left knee. Gaze out past the left arm. 2 breaths here. Right into your spine. Helping it release. Allowing that left shoulder to release back towards the mat. And when you're ready, let's do the other side. Hugging your knees in to allow them to travel to the left side. Left hand on top of the right knee, right arm out wide. Here we are again, breathing up and down the spine, helping it release, helping it relax, letting go of anything else that is no longer serving you. Here's my kitty cat to join us for Shavasana. Then just drawing your knees into your chest. Hugging them in tight, even drawing your head up towards your knees to make this tight little ball. And then releasing the legs out the length of the mat. Let the feet fall open the width of the mat, right? You have plenty of space. Arms out wide. Now, this is time for you to release, right? Rolling your head from side to side until you find that nice centered position for it to land. You can even roll the arms and legs from side to side, noticing the muscles release and relax. Then as you come to stillness, pressing the shoulders into the mat, pressing the lower back into the mat. For a moment before you completely release, close your eyes, squeeze your eyelids together, squeeze your lips together, make fists, flex your feet, and then let it all go. Now, as you release your body to gravity and release the mind, just enjoy the stillness. begin to bring the awareness back into your bodies now and back to the sound of my voice. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, circling your wrists, circling your ankles. You might like one last full body stretch, extending the arms up alongside the head, taking a big inhale, holding the breath for a moment, and then just let it all go. Bending your knees. Soles of your feet find their way to the mat so you can roll to one side or the other. Landing in the fetal position for just a moment, maybe two. Allowing your head to rest on your arm like a pillow. And then when you're ready, making your way back up to a seated position on the mat, just pressing the torso up, finding whatever seat serves your spine. Bringing both of your hands back to your heart space for one more slow, deep breath just to reconnect. And then a slight bow here, honoring yourself and your practice today. And with deep, deep gratitude, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend, depending on whenever you enjoy this video. And I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Love you guys. Take care.